better from the flu. I'm completely over it, thank God. Last week was just horrible for me, but just making a video showing you guys what I'm doing and what I've been working on. So I picked this up. I got rid of the other Civic, and I picked this one up yesterday. And this is a 97 Honda Civic DX. DX, of course, is the base model. The Y7 motor, non-VTEC, manual windows, all that stuff. The body is not in bad condition, but the paint is in horrible condition. Of course, somebody put... I hate when people do this. They put the aftermarket sunroofs in these cars. They always stop working. They always leak. Don't do that. Don't do that. But the interior on this car is not too bad. The car actually runs pretty good. The guy originally had it up that the head gasket was bad, but I got down there and he said it wasn't overheating. But it does have like a really weird sputter when you're driving the car. It drives super smooth, and then all of a sudden it'll start sputtering. And let me start it up here for you. And it has a check engine light. The heat and the AC, all that good stuff actually work. But like I said, that sputter is just killing me. So I got it home, started checking it out, and it looks like somebody was doing something because it was overheating. And let me show you how I know this. And another quick, I guess like a little trick to figure out whether you got a head gasket issue or not. The first thing you want to do, if you're going to look at a car or whatever it is you want to take your oil cap off here and look down in there. Look around the sods here and down in there. And if you got any kind of white milky residue, that's a head gasket issue. Now, he said this thing wasn't overheating, and I drove it for about 20 minutes yesterday, and get it to focus here. And yeah, I couldn't get it to overheat. So let me show you another little trick that you can do to see, because there's two types of head gasket issues. There's the type where it actually is pulling coolant into the engine. That's when you start getting a mixture of coolant and your oil, and it starts looking milky and all that. And the other one is where you're blowing compression back out your coolant system. And if you're blowing compression out the coolant system, you actually won't get, in most cases, any kind of coolant into the car or into the oil. So let me show you. And you can see right here, it definitely looks like somebody was putting some kind of block seal, whatever it was. So let me show you a trick real quick. So what you want to do is fill this up right there. Okay, so it's full. And then you want to come in here and start the car, and this will tell you if you're getting compression back up through your coolant system. And if you do, you know, there's not supposed to be any kind of compression in your coolant system. So let me show you here. So you want to start it up. And once you do, of course, it blew it back up on startup. So fill this up. So that right there. What you want to do, you want to make sure you're doing this on a cold engine, not a hot engine. So you see you got your coolant here. What you want to do, you see that? So what I'm doing is sealing off the top of the radiator, and there's water above my finger there. Now, if you're getting pressure or combustion back up through there, if you hold this, seal it, and then you let it off slowly, you'll see bubbles come up. See that? It doesn't look like it's too bad, but it definitely does have a leaky head gasket. So the longer you hold it there, the more pressure you're going to get. I'll show you one more time here. You can see the bubbles right there. That's telling you that, you know, you're getting combustion up through there. So when I let my finger off, yeah. So that's just a really quick way to tell if you got any kind of leaking head gasket or anything like that. But this thing is sitting on a brand new adjustable coilovers. I only paid $300 for this car. Like I said, the transmission shift's fun. The motor runs good. like I said, unfortunately, I was hoping it wasn't going to have a head gasket issue. But it does, so I'm going to go ahead and fix it today or tomorrow. Now, with that little bit of pressure that's coming back up through there, now you might be able to drive this thing for an hour and it not overheat, but eventually all that pressure, especially on highway speeds and stuff like that, is going to make it start overflowing and overheating. Which I don't like selling cars like that. You know, I'd rather just spend the $40 and 2 or 3 hours and put a head gasket on it. But other than that, I mean, it's a decent looking car. Now I'm probably going to go ahead, just because the paint is so bad, is plastic dip the whole thing, and I think plastic dipping the whole thing is going to actually make it good because it's already lowered and it's got decent wheels on it. So we'll see. I've got a lot of other things to do, so hopefully I can get started on this thing today and hopefully have it done by tomorrow. But for $300 for a run and driving car, and it's only got 146,000 miles, you really can't beat that. But I will make another video as soon as I'm done with it, and I'll talk to you guys later.